Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Pixie Love. Today we're going to be doing r slash fat logic, which is everyone's favorite, apparently. It's my videos that do the best. They do pretty well, actually, surprisingly. So I'm going to try to make this one a little short and sweet. I won't go on long rants. We'll see how that works. But hope you guys enjoy. Let's jump into it. Alright, so our first post is, we live extraordinary lives, beloved by our families, partners, and communities. Fat people fall wildly in love. Fat people get married. Fat people have phenomenal sex. Fat people are incredibly happy. Those fat people live in a defiance of the expectations set forth from them. Their fat lives are glorious and beautiful things, vibrant beyond the reach of what the rest of us have been trained to imagine. Let's imagine more. No one said fat people can't be happy. If someone said that to you, I'm truly sorry. No one said fat people can't be happy, fat people can't have great sex, fat people can't get married, and fat people can't be loved. That's not what anyone is saying. What we're saying is that you can live your big, fat, fabulous life. Just don't try to push that onto anyone else. And two, don't try to pretend like everything is hunky-dory when I know it's not. Y'all equate being fat with being ugly or unattractive. Then y'all go out and say how fat you are when you're not. In order for people to pay you compliments, in turn, people pay you compliments which are often fat-phobic. Oh my God. So many people will be like, I'm fat. And in return, everyone's like, you're not fat, you're beautiful. This is literally fat phobia. I mean, like, I can see where you're coming from, but like, because I've gotten that before when I'm clearly fat. I'm like, you're not fat, you're thick. I'm like, Mom, I'm fat. It's okay. We can say I'm fat. We know I'm fat. It's fine. But like, why do you care so much about someone else? Why do you care? You're just mad you're not getting that compliment. So you're mad that no one's like, you're not fat, you're beautiful. Because you're fat? Did no one call you beautiful because you're fat? Like, I get what you're saying, but like, you're not that person. They live a different life. They look different than you. Obviously, they're not as fat as you, because obviously you would be angry if they were as fat as you. And it's just like, get your shit together. I don't understand, like, I don't know. I don't want to say I don't understand why you're so mad that certain people are being treated that way. But it's like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I just think it's annoying. It's just like, get over yourself. No one's sorry they're not complimenting you because you're fat. Like, here's my thing. If you're complaining about all these things about being fat, then lose the weight. Because it's not hard. It's not like it is not comparable to like someone's ethnic background or their race, because I can't change the fact that I'm black. So it's different when I'm mad that someone's treating me differently because I'm black, because I can't change that. But you can change being overweight. You don't want to, and that's fine. You don't have to, but don't get mad about people treating you differently for something you're able to fix and change. I am not going to explain why fat people deserve respect, why doctors shouldn't kill us with their hatred, and why fat phobia is rooted in anti-blackness. Oh my God. This is a 101 shit. Plenty have written about it. If you care, you'll do the reading. If not, then that's what it is. Okay. I hate this, like, fat phobia is rooted in anti-blackness. Like, it's really funny that a lot of people in the fat acceptance movement wants to use that, you know, that like saying, but then at the same time they want to make sure they can get as many fat black people on their side so they can talk about how oppressed they are. How fat white people can talk about how fucking oppressed they are. But you need the fat black people to be on your side so you can justify your oppression. You're literally, in your own words, you are being anti-blackness by making sure you get the black fat people on your side, because you're not just, you want them on your side because they're black, not because they're fat. You want them on your side so you can make sure people know that you're also oppressed with them. You understand what they're going through. It's just, ugh. It's so annoying. Okay, so we are back on this little website again, and we know how much I love these long ass threads, so let's get into it. BMI is racist and outdated. The health community criticized BMI for its inaccuracy and disregard for muscle mass and bone density. Okay. The BMI chart was invented by a Belgium, not going to try that word because I tried it and it didn't work for me, in 1832. I know what the word is, I just can't say it without stuttering. I don't know, okay? Like, let's keep going. It was originally used to measure weight and differences in European men. The chart did not account for the natural body composition differences in women and people of color, which I do personally agree with that. I wouldn't say it's fucking racist. I do think we need a new system. I think someone should be coming up with something like that, but I don't think it's racist. It's the guy with the Belgian man in 1832, he didn't have black people to use for his statistics to come up with the BMI. So that's why I think there needs to be a better system in place, because I do think there are different body types. Like, I have a curvier body type than my sister does. So I feel like, even though we're not the same height, I feel like if we were the same height, we shouldn't be supposed to weigh the same thing because we don't have the same body type. I agree with this. I still don't think it's anti-racist. Okay. I don't think it's sexist either. Like I said, it was used for men. It shouldn't be used for women. It wasn't accounted for women. I think there needs to be a different system. Don't think it's racist or sexism. He used statistics to come up with the BMI chart, and the statistics he was using was for European men. That was the group he had to work with. I don't understand how you don't understand that. But let me keep reading. It is sexist and racist and used mostly for white men to study population and try to create norms and expectations for women and people of color. BMI creates feelings of inaccuracy among women and people of color whose healthy body weights are deemed unhealthy. BMI leads health professionals to ignore a person's medical issues and blame issues on an unhealthy BMI. Healthy looks different on everyone. BMI should not be a guide. BMI should be used as a guide, but not the end-all be-all to determine health. Honestly, I wouldn't say I agree with some of the things that they're saying, but once again, I don't necessarily think it is racist or sexist, because, like the person said, it was created by a statistician. Someone who studies statistics. I know what it is, and when you're studying statistics, you have to work with the pool of, like, your fucking, I can't think of the word, but the pool of people he had was European men. That's what the BMI chart was for. It was supposed to help. So, I don't understand. Like, you literally said it was created for European men. So the fact that people of color and women are using it is using something that wasn't created for them to use to begin with. It's not for us to use. It wasn't made for us in mind. Now, should there be a new system in place? Yes. That doesn't mean that system itself is racist and sexist. Okay. I saw this and I was like, there's no way I can't do this one. So, fat phobia dates all the way back to the transatlantic slave trade. When colonizers, white people, invaded Africa, they found that black people were too big, too curvy, and too sensuous. Even though at the time there were white women in France who were also considered curvy and seen as the ideal, it was only when they discovered this too was occurring among Africans, it became a problem. Ooh, the title of this was like The Mental Gymnastics, and yes, The Mental Gymnastics. First of all, this is gonna might sound a little racist, but there's European curvy and then there is African curvy. They're not always the same. Now, there can be European or Caucasian people who have wider hips and smaller waists, but their wider hips are still not as normally as wide as someone has African descent or an African person is. Does that mean that they're not curvy? No, they're curvy. It's just a different form of curvy. And it's just like, If they thought we were too big and curvy, why the fuck did they continue to take us across the fucking ocean and make us slaves? Obviously, that wasn't a fucking issue. It's just like, I don't know who wrote this, but I feel like a white person wrote this trying to be woke. Because even if they thought we were too big, they still took us. And they still didn't have a problem with their French ladies being curvy, so I don't understand what your point is, ma'am. And even like then, weren't French women still heavily wearing corsets and stuff like that? So it was the illusion of being curvy and not actually being curvy. They would wear tight corsets and have like those little cage dresses, which I love that fucking style, to be honest. But like it was like the illusion of being curvy, but it wasn't naturally curvy. Like they were basically waist training. So I don't understand what you're talking about. Like it's just like, I don't understand like when you said it became a problem because it wasn't an issue for them. They still were able to fucking kidnap us. It wasn't that big of a problem. I'm fucking in America because of it. Wasn't that much of a problem. They didn't think we were that big or curvy. They still decided to fucking rape our people. So I don't understand what you're talking about. Because obviously it wasn't that big of a fucking issue. They still fucking found us attractive and murdered our husbands and fucking raped our children. So I just, okay. I kind of wanted to end on a lighter note, but I'm trying to keep this video a little short. So we're going to end on this one today. Forgot to say in the beginning of the video, you guys can follow me on Twitter and my Instagram. Instagram is pixielove5642. Twitter is pixielove. It would also be in the description of this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this my mini rants today. I didn't go on long 10-minute rants. I hope you're proud of me because I'm proud of me. And bye-bye. I need an outro.